These 10 giants still define the outer limits of what humanity has forced into the sky. Number 10. The Airbus Beluga XL, a machine that looks unreal even when parked. Its swollen fuselage rises like a bubble over the cockpit, built specifically to swallow aircraft parts whole. Entire wings slide inside as if gravity has been turned off. Measuring roughly 63 meters long with a wingspan just over 60 meters, the Beluga XL was engineered for one job only: keeping Airbus factories connected across Europe. Beyond its role as a flying cargo whale, the Beluga XL represents a quiet revolution in industrial aviation logistics. It was specifically redesigned to support Airbus next-generation production rates as aircraft components grew larger and more complex. The cockpit was modernized with Airbus A380 avionics, reducing pilot training time and improving reliability. Unlike traditional cargo aircraft, the Beluga XL operates on fixed internal routes, essentially acting as an airborne conveyor belt. Its pressurized cargo bay allows sensitive composite structures to be transported without environmental damage. The aircraft also introduced improved loading automation, reducing ground handling time significantly. Noise reduction was another design focus, allowing operations near urban manufacturing centers. The Beluga XL program demonstrated how aviation can serve manufacturing efficiency, not just transport. It is not built for profit, but for speed and coordination. That makes it one of the most specialized large aircraft ever created. At number 9, Boeing 777 stands the Boeing 777-300ER, a commercial titan that changed long-haul flight economics. Nearly 74 meters long and weighing over 350 tons at takeoff, this aircraft redefined what twin-engine jets could do. Its real power hides beneath the wings. The GE90 engines remain among the largest jet engines ever built. The 777-300ER became a turning point where twin-engine aircraft replaced four-engine giants on long-haul routes. Its real technological leap lies in extended range certification, allowing it to fly ultra-long distances with fewer fuel penalties. Airlines favored it because it balanced size with operational flexibility, fitting into airports that the A380 could not. The aircraft pioneered advanced composite use in control surfaces, improving strength without excessive weight. Its fly-by-wire system gave pilots unprecedented control and responsiveness for such a large jet. Maintenance data tracking on board allowed predictive repairs, reducing downtime. The 777-300ER also reshaped airline economics by enabling point-to-point travel instead of hub dependency. That shift changed global route planning permanently. Even as newer models arrive, it remains a benchmark for efficiency. Its legacy is measured in routes opened rather than size alone. Even in 2026, it anchors global routes because reliability matters more than novelty. The 777-300ER did not just fly far. It convinced the industry that size no longer required four engines. Number 8. The Antonov 124 Ruslan. A 124 Ruslan, a cargo aircraft that treats impossible loads as routine. Built during the Soviet era, it remains unmatched in flexibility decades later. With a wingspan exceeding 73 meters and a maximum takeoff weight of over 400 tons, this aircraft moves cargo that others cannot even attempt. Tanks, helicopters, generators, and entire industrial systems roll straight into its nose. Its onboard cranes and loading ramps turn disaster zones and remote airfields into viable destinations. What truly sets the N-124 apart is its ability to operate from rough and semi-prepared runways. The aircraft was designed with reinforced landing gear that can distribute weight across multiple wheels. Its onboard cranes and winches allow it to load cargo without external infrastructure. This made it invaluable in disaster relief and remote industrial projects. The N-124 also features a kneeling landing system that lowers the nose for easier cargo access. Unlike many cargo aircraft, it was built with crew comfort in mind for long-endurance missions. Over the decades, it has transported everything from satellites to power plant components. Despite its age, demand for its unique capacity remains high. No modern equivalent fully replaces it. That scarcity keeps the N-124 strategically relevant today. In 2026, despite geopolitical challenges, the N-124 still fills a niche no modern replacement has fully matched. Number 7 looms the Lockheed C-5M Super Galaxy, the United States Air Force's strategic backbone. Stretching more than 75 meters long, this aircraft is built to carry entire battlefields. Armored vehicles, helicopters, mobile hospitals, and relief supplies move across continents inside its cavernous hold. Its front and rear doors open simultaneously, allowing cargo to pass straight through. The M upgrade replaced engines and avionics, giving this aging giant new life. The C-5M upgrade program transformed an aging giant into a modern strategic asset. New engines dramatically improved fuel efficiency and climb performance. The avionics overhaul introduced digital cockpits, advanced navigation, and swift takeoff systems. This allowed the aircraft to operate more reliably in congested global airspace. One of its greatest strengths is its sheer internal volume rather than payload weight alone. The aircraft can carry outsized cargo that would require disassembly on other platforms. Its ability to self-deploy military units globally within days shapes U.S. power projection. The Super Galaxy also supports humanitarian missions on a massive scale. Few aircraft can deliver an entire field hospital in one flight. Its continued service reflects unmatched utility. Number 6. Boeing 747-8. The 747-8 represents the final evolution of an aviation icon. Its stretched fuselage and redesigned wing significantly improved aerodynamic efficiency. Advanced wingtip rakes replaced traditional winglets, reducing drag at cruise. The freighter version became especially valuable for transporting oversized industrial cargo. New engines reduced noise footprints, allowing access to airports with strict regulations. The cockpit was updated to match the 787 philosophy, easing pilot transitions. While passenger demand declined, cargo demand surged in the post-pandemic era. This gave the 747-8 a second life as a logistics powerhouse. It remains unmatched for nose-loading flexibility in commercial aviation. The aircraft closed a historic chapter while still serving a vital role. The final evolution of an aviation icon. Longer than any previous 747, this version stretches over 76 meters and lifts nearly 450 tons. Its humpback silhouette remains instantly recognizable. While passenger versions exist, the freighter dominates its legacy. Oversized cargo that cannot fit anywhere else still relies on the 747-8. In an era of efficiency-driven twin-engine jets, this aircraft survives because some cargo ignores efficiency rules. Number 5. Airbus A380. Beyond size, the A380 introduced airport infrastructure challenges that reshaped global aviation planning. Runways, gates, and taxiways were reinforced to handle its weight. Its electrical systems replaced traditional pneumatic designs, paving the way for future aircraft architectures. The A380 proved that ultra-high capacity travel could be quiet and smooth. Airlines used it as a flagship to define brand prestige. However, its dependence on hub and spoke travel limited flexibility. As travel patterns shifted, its economics became harder to justify. Still, passengers consistently rate it among the most comfortable aircraft ever flown. Its engineering achievements influenced future wide-body designs. The A380 remains a technical triumph even as production ends. With a wingspan approaching 80 meters and a maximum takeoff weight near 560 tons, it is a flying city. Double decks stretch the length of the fuselage. Lounges, bars, and showers once redefined luxury at 35,000 feet. Though production ended, the A380 remains active on high-demand routes. Airlines that operate it understand one truth: nothing moves people at scale more efficiently when demand peaks. Number 4. Caspian Sea Monster. Ekranoplan. The Caspian Sea Monster challenged the definition of flight itself. Operating in ground effect allowed it to achieve massive lift with reduced fuel consumption. Its radar evasion capability was an unintended strategic advantage. The craft could approach targets below traditional radar coverage. However, its size made maneuverability difficult in rough seas. Maintenance complexity also limited operational readiness. The Ekranoplan concept required highly skilled pilots with specialized training. Political shifts ended funding before refinement could occur. Modern designers still study its data for maritime transport concepts. It stands as a reminder that innovation often outpaces practicality. Something emerges that barely qualifies as an aircraft. The Caspian Sea Monster, officially the Lund-class Ekranoplan, exploited ground effect to skim above water at extreme speeds. Measuring over 90 meters long, it flew meters above the surface, invisible to radar and terrifying to naval planners. Powered by multiple jet engines mounted forward, it blurred the line between ship and plane. It was never mass-produced, but its sheer size and concept remain unmatched. Even decades later, it stands as proof that Cold War engineering sometimes ignored practicality in favor of dominance. Number 3. Belongs to the Hughes H-4 Hercules, better known as the Spruce Goose. Built almost entirely of wood, this flying boat achieved a wingspan of 98 meters. That record stood for generations. Designed to carry troops across oceans during wartime, it flew once for less than a minute. Yet that single flight secured immortality. The aircraft proved that extreme size was possible, even with limited materials. Preserved today, it remains a monument to ambition. In every discussion of aviation scale, the Spruce Goose still demands respect. The Spruce Goose was as much a political project as an engineering one. Built during wartime urgency, it reflected the fear of submarine losses at sea. Its wooden construction pushed material science to its limits. The aircraft required unprecedented structural testing methods. Although it flew briefly, that flight validated its aerodynamic design. Public skepticism overshadowed its technical success. Howard Hughes personally ensured its preservation. Today, it remains a symbol of ambition, unrestrained by convention. Engineers still study its wing structure for lightweight design principles. Its influence extends far beyond its single flight. At number 2, the Stratolaunch Roc, holder of the largest wingspan ever built at 117 meters. Twin fuselages hang beneath a wing wider than a football field. Designed to launch rockets mid-air, it represents a fusion of aviation and spaceflight. With a takeoff weight nearing 600 tons, it is less airplane and more mobile launch platform. In 2026, Stratolaunch continued testing hypersonic and orbital systems. This aircraft is not about travel. It is about rewriting access to space. Number 1. Antonov An-225 Mriya. The An-225 was not just large, it was singular. No backup aircraft ever existed. Its 6-engine configuration allowed unmatched redundancy and lift. The aircraft carried loads that redefined global logistics possibilities. During emergencies, it became a symbol of hope and capability. Its destruction marked a profound loss to aviation history. Yet its data and design philosophy remain invaluable. Discussions of rebuilding continue as a symbol of resilience. The An-225 proved that engineering ambition can change what the world believes is possible. It stood beyond competition. Its legend endures precisely because it had no equal. It stands for the uncontested giant. Its destruction in 2022 ended an era, but not its legacy. In 2026, it remains the benchmark by which all large aircraft are judged. No replacement exists. And there you have it, 10 largest aircraft ever built. Each one represents a moment when engineers refused to accept limits. Some still fly. Some exist only in museums or memory. But all of them changed aviation forever. If you want more updates on machines that redefine technology and scale, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let me know which giant shocked you the most, but remember, the sky is not the limit. It is just the beginning.